Okay, listen up! This is serious business!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
You goddamn right this is serious.
Yes!
Fire.
I am your man, Kevin Gordon Thomas.
You already know what it is. It's clutch time.
And it's the Heartless.
Yes, and this is Serious Business, the Not So Serious Podcast, episode 52.
52.
We're about to get that pension.
What'd he do?
Yes, we are.
Pension's coming in soon.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So, fellas,
Gentlemen,
Ladies,
brothers,
sisters.
we witnessed
in the words of Martin Luther King, right?
uh,
Free at last, thank
Free
God Almighty. We are free
last.
at last.
I bet you that wasn't even the first subject he was going to.
it
bet you that wasn't even the first
But
subject.
March 1st, we are super excited here in Ontario, at least.
It's the first of the month.
Okay.
They're gonna be dropping all that QR code ting-a-ling.
Yeah, passports are gone.
You have to go snowboarding.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have your vac.
I seen a guy.
Certain places require
I
it.
seen
you're outside.
I
Certain
seen an
places.
Instagram of somebody getting arrested.
I saw
'cause
that.
you saw
That's-
So I'll tell you this.
What
So we went boarding. Mike rolled with me, and we're there.
Or you rolled it, Mike.
So we're there, and no, I had a big man.
Oh, you're the big man?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went,
I Bodman.
and we're there. We're there, and we weren't even in line to go up the lift. We were just at the place, right? Mike smashed his face, and he said it felt like somebody punched him. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I've been trying to punch you for years. So finally, somebody got to do it. But
White on white crime.
so he said he had to sit down for a minute. So that we're walking over to where you can sit down, and so we're in between the lifts, and we're at the sitting area. So there's just space. It's just
Yeah.
snow, whatever.
Yeah.
And a patrol lady walks over to us and says, "You need to put on your mask."
Now,
on the
is she a
ground."
cop or is she just
No,
like
she's
a
the patrol
security,
service
or
lady.
she's
No.
just for the...
No, they're patrol. They're just patrol service people. So they're
she's not a cop.
no, they're pretty
Okay.
much the
So she's
security
not a
for the
government
slope.
official.
No, of course not.
Okay. Then.
So they're like, she's like, you have to have your mask on unless you're going down the hill.
Okay.
Mike was being an asshole. He's like,
Of
sorry, I
course.
couldn't hear you. You have your mask on. What'd you say? so Mike was being an asshole.
Yeah.
So I already had mine on, whatever, because it was cold. But then, yeah, she's saying if you're on the grounds, you have to have your mask out. So we're outside, we're on the grounds, and we have to have our mask up unless we're going down the hill.
But you're still outside regardless if you're on the hill or not on the hill. Because I'm pretty sure it states that you need to wear a mask if social distancing is not possible.
Yeah.
But if you're outside in the open,
I think it's gotten to a point like, yeah, you can follow certain rules, of course, because it helps. But then there comes a point when people are just trying to like push power for no reason, dog. Like
It comes to a point where people are just doing their jobs and people want to make people's jobs difficult.
I understand, but do you
It's
think
like I went to the LCBO yesterday and the lady asked me and Selena for ID. Well, nigga, I'm old, so I don't need to show ID. But am I going to get mad at the lady that she has to do her job? She's not the one making the rules. She's not the one doing the mandates. You know what I mean? It's like getting mad at a cop for giving you a ticket. Well, nigga, you think he wants to stand out in the cold? No, but he's doing his job. So giving people problems for them doing their job, to me, doesn't make sense.
yeah, but you legitimately broke the law, so you should get a ticket.
Okay, so breaking up the mandate is a law. So you not doing the law, you should get a ticket. You either got to comply all the time or you don't comply all the time.
Yeah, but there's certain times when it's like, hey, this is just silly. Like we're outside.
There's a lot of silly laws, man.
We're outside. No, but I get it. Listen, if I'm in the lift line, of course, no problem. I got you. I'm really close to people.
Yeah.
I got the board. There's a skier right behind me. and
Absolutely.
We're kind of cramped. Cool. But if I'm, but then it should just be all the time, because technically, if I'm going down the hill and I'm breathing,
Bro,
that's going behind
everybody
me.
behind you's getting liquid
That's what I'm
COVID, yo.
saying. No,
Everybody
no,
behind
and
you's
here's the
getting
thing.
liquid
Here's the thing about
COVID.
yesterday, bro, the wind, like, it wasn't the best riding conditions because the wind was going against you. So we're
You
at the
want
top of
the
the
wind to
hill.
go with you?
Well, yeah, because then you can go faster, obviously. So then, if I'm
What if you
breathing,
can't handle speed?
well, then
You break your
the hell,
collarbone?
Ay, 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 ay. You brought it up. You brought it up. So then I broke my collarbone 6 years ago, if you didn't know. So
Snowboarding.
if I'm going down the hill and you're behind me, you're getting liquid.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's why I think it's out. That rule was kind of like silly.
Stupid.
I think it was kind of
A lot of these rules are dumb.
But whatever, man. Listen. And you know what? She probably felt stupid saying it in the first place.
It's her job, though.
She's probably like, yo.
She didn't make the rule.
But she was so nice. She was really nice about it, though. But he was just being an asshole. He's like, sorry, I can't hear you. You have your mask on.
Bro, I swear, if I had to enforce those rules, I'd be just a straight asshole.
For real.
Yeah, because it's my job, so I have to do it. And then people are going to give me problems. I just make everybody's life difficult.
I don't want peace.
Exactly.
Problems. Always.
Waking up and choosing violence every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. What they should have chose violence for was that disgrace of what they called an All-Star weekend. I think today is going to be just as bad. The
All-Star game?
I think the game is going to be just as bad. But yesterday, I didn't even watch it. But the memes told me exactly. Dude, Shaq put out 2 posts talking about how bad it was. There's a picture Shaq posted of him sleeping in a hot tub. And he's like, I'd rather be here than at the dunk contest yesterday.
Bro.
There's 2 pictures of Shaq back in the day. Remember when Shaq, that one
he had
video
the
where he's
camera.
recording?
Yep,
He had the camcorder and he has mouth. He's like, oh.
Yep.
There's one it said, the meme he posted was the years, going throughout the years of all the dunk contests. And it's Shaq with his mouth open. He's like, oh, snap. And then one of him yesterday.
Oh, just sitting down, just like.
Bro,
Thanks.
the All-Star games will never be the same in the NBA. They got to switch something up quick.
This is
gotta
something I thought, I think I see Stephen A. said it one time. You got to bring real dunkers
Yeah.
and put them up against the NBA players.
Ooh. Like street dunkers.
Street dunkers.
Oh, like that
bro.
white guy that was like the scorpion.
the white guy with the green hair.
Yeah.
That's what they got to do. Do a team.
Now, here's
do
the
a team event.
Team would be kind of cool.
Ooh, a
Right?
Team would be kind of cool.
Right?
Right? So I think that would be kind of sick. Cause right now, but at the same time, you gotta think about it. Like, am I gonna put in my all and risk it to then be injured? So then, like, what's more important, the All-Star weekend or a championship? Do you know what I mean? All-Star weekend or being named MVP? Because if you got injured how horrible would that be if you got hurt at All-Star weekend?
Vince Carter. Vince Carter got hurt.
Runs, and then you get injured, then you have a game the next day. You're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Right?
Vince Carter hurt his arm when he did the arm in the dunk.
Did he really?
When you did the honey dip?
Yeah, he got injured.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
But it was worth it because he went down.
Man,
in
one
history.
of the best dunk offs
Not
ever.
one of the.
It's the. Okay, all right.
Aaron Gordon was right under.
I mean,
But what?
I mean,
Because Jordan and Dominique, that comes nowhere close. Jordan jumping from the line, okay, that was a good dunk.
it was a first of the time, bro.
It was first
Nobody
of the time,
was
great.
doing it.
First of the time, that was great. Yes, you're right. Of that time.
Yeah.
But when we talk about, like, nobody's done it since Vince Carter.
Done it like that. I would
Nobody's
say.
done it except the Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine dunk off. That was one of the
good one.
This guy went over the mascot sideways.
That was a good one.
Smash. Right? And since then, what we got? Superman? Jumping over the hood.
A hood of
You're ready, you're 7
I
foot.
can jump a hood, bro. I can jump a hood. The hell?
And that same white dude can jump over the top of the car.
Yeah.
He jumped over the top of the car, G. Right?
In jeans.
A sedan.
I think it was in jeans. I think so.
it
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I think it was in jeans. Like,
Boy.
and that just goes to if you're doing that type of dunks in jeans.
Yeah.
I say yes. Bring it on. The NBA versus the streets.
Streets, boy.
Let's go. Bring it to the streets.
But then it's like the streets really got nothing to lose because it's like I'm coming from nothing. You are still gonna get paid your million some odd.
Oh, you get a bag doing the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's why they do it, you know.
Imagine if they brought 720 to the dunk off. Remember those and one guys?
Yeah,
The men?
yeah.
You don't
Bro,
even
these
need
guys-
to give those guys a big bag. You give them like a 50 grand each.
Or even, bro, don't even make the NBA dunkers dunk no more because they have nothing to offer. Just bring in street ballers, bro.
And just
How
do
live would that be? Bring in street ballers.
Street baller
the best
dunk
street
off?
dude. How amazing would that be for you to connect with the community by giving regular people an amazing opportunity on a national stage?
That would be good.
And all the big stars are in attendance at the front,
That would be good.
pumping you up. Dog, come on, man. There's
It
so
would be
much they
good.
could develop with that shit. But yesterday was garbage. I didn't even watch it. Everybody told me what's going on.
I didn't watch it. I wasn't really interested in watching it. I was like, every year the All-Star game just goes down lower and lower for
Yeah, it's
me.
true.
My
It's
interest
true.
is like, okay, whatever.
It's true. And other news, Clutch joined a league.
Yeah, men's league. My boss actually hit me up.
Clutch thought it was, Arliss thought it was a different type of league. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was League of Legends.
League of Legends. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What kind of league are you in?
Yeah, no, my boss messaged me. He's like, yo, you want to join a men's league? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, it's perfect. So our first game is May 14th. We're going to do Mondays.
Mondays, May 14th?
May 14th, Mondays at the GTA Sportsplex. So I think we're going to be able to stream it. So once we get all the information down, I'll throw it up online for everyone to watch and shit,
Word.
you know?
To watch you
Are
do some
you
hooping?
starting?
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
assuming.
you at the?
I'm
Are
assuming.
you at the one?
Yeah, I'm a point guard.
Yeah, one. Okay.
No, it was pretty dope. This is like my first time joining a men's league. I've always wanted to join a men's league, but either the timing was always off or work or like the money, like finances was like super expensive because men's league is not cheap.
Not cheap.
No.
They're not cheap.
But think about it. If you were to make your kids join a basketball league, or your daughter make her join like a soccer league or something, like it's not cheap.
Soccer, it depends.
For kids
Soccer is not that expensive.
It's not expensive. When Avery was doing soccer for like the couple months, it was only like $100.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I always think it was expensive? Maybe
No,
my mom made me.
soccer's one of the cheaper sports to get
Mom made me
into.
make it feel like, you know,
Yeah, so
yeah, spend enough money upon you.
Well, once you start getting older, then yeah, it starts getting
For the
more
rest of the
Probably
expensive.
it's
Yeah.
like football, like where you got to buy all the gear.
what gear?
Football.
You need cleats. No,
Oh,
I'm saying-
football is expensive.
American football.
Yeah, that's
American
Yeah.
football, you got to buy pads. and
Hockey's
bl-
expensive.
Hockey's
hockey,
expensive, yep. But soccer, it's just shoes.
Snowboarding is expensive too, bro.
But soccer gets a lot of like charitable stuff, like a lot of companies and stuff, like
Yeah.
the Tim Hortons, Timbits
Right.
stuff.
Oh,
they
yes,
partner
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So-
Honestly, yeah. Don't you heard what I said though? I brought up snowboarding. Don't just throw it under the rug.
Yeah, so Kai does tennis. So he's starting tennis. He started tennis again this year.
Oh, he's doing tennis.
Yeah, he did tennis all last year.
Oh, say word.
Yeah.
How's his
Federer.
topspin?
His top spin is like about 90 miles an hour.
So he's gonna be the black Federer, the nigger.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, so he's starting his second year of tennis again now.
Pretty dope.
Wow,
Pretty dope.
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, snowboarding is expensive, bro. You can,
But like, I find tennis is a really, really good sport for
bro, snowboarding.
kids.
G, you get a board that's like 4 or 5 bills. You get bindings and all kind of things. You just don't, your face is.
I'm
don't
just
care.
waiting for my opening so I could just bring back.
My kids will have to snowboard, bro.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay. So self-image on your sports thing. Clutch, come on, just come on, Clutch. Let's go. Come on.
We're doing so.
Yeah, come on, go. Come on.
So yeah, self-image.
Come on,
When you look at yourself like in the mirror,
Yeah.
like how do you
I see myself in bindings and a snowboard.
No, he sees himself as a cool border form guy. Just stand there. No, step back.
No, fuck that.
Come back, different fit. He's like, all right, let's go.
Let's go.
He's doing the animations and shit.
Gnarly,
Standing
dude.
with the board up like
Gnarly, dude. It's easy.
this. You've been snowboarding a lot.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't. You don't have any other questions to ask me?
No, I'm letting you go.
Yeah, bro. I love it. I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow too.
Any
You
snow
go to-
I
bunnies?
went yesterday. Pardon me.
Any snow bunnies?
You know, just everybody got a mask on, bro. See, and like a whole helmet and goggles. You can't see nobody's face. It's like you're living in. I don't
In
want
the
to
metaverse?
mean no, or like you're living in like a Middle Eastern place.
Whoa.
You don't know. You don't know what anybody looks like.
It's like Boondocks. You know, all I can see is the eyes. You don't know what's under there.
You don't know what anybody looks like till they take their helmet off, right? You don't even know if technically you don't even know if they're black because if they got gloves and
You
everything,
don't even know if they're a guy or a girl.
yeah, of course,
No,
the girl.
you
You see
don't.
the hair,
No, you don't.
That don't mean anything.
Guys, do many guys have long hair?
dude. There's a difference.
Hey.
Hey, head and shoulders.
Knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
Yeah, when I look at myself, I you know, of course, I see a
There we go.
very
Mm-hmm.
sexy
Mm-hmm.
black man,
Mm-hmm.
chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
mocha,
Mm-hmm.
daga.
98% cocoa. The healthy kind.
Oh man, what's that when you're the nectar?
The nectar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you that's you're supposed to see, right? And I think it took a little bit of time to get there because you know with self-image, I think growing up it was tough because you know a lot of people would say, oh, because you talk this way, or because you speak this, or because you talk this way, or you act this way, you hang around certain individuals. Some people try to morph your self-image, and maybe it's not them trying to be like actually hurtful. It's trying to be joking or whatever, but sometimes it may dig you a little bit deeper. Like, it took me a while to be like, man, I don't care if I talk whiter or whatever. If I have a lot of white friends, like, I'm still a nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like, what did this nigga say? I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
So did you guys have problems with your self-image? I guess that's
Growing up, yeah, I did.
Growing up, like, till what age?
I would say until, bro, a while, even after high school. After high school, in college, I would say after we got about 2013, 2015 is when I really was like, okay, like,
fuck this.
Yeah, like, I'm black. Like, whatever, bro. Like, I can talk a certain way. I can have a great vernacular. I can be able to hold a conversation. Don't matter who I'm friends with. Like, I'm still a nigga, bro.
Yeah.
You can't change that shit.
Yeah.
Even if I watch my feet with it kicks up every day, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So, what about you?
I would say I'm not so much struggling with my self-image, but it's more like I'm not happy as where I've come versus where I was.
Physically, mentally? Physically. Okay.
Like I got a new scale that tells me like my BMO, my water intake, all that stuff, because like I'm trying to take my health more serious and stuff, you know. And I'm overweight now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I weigh 175 pounds.
You're not obese, but
no. It says I'm overweight. Like in the thing, it tells me I'm overweight.
Yeah.
How much you weigh?
175 pounds.
Yeah, I'm taller than you. Yeah, and I weigh less.
2 years ago, I weighed 146.
Yeah, how tall are you?
5'6".
5'6", and I'm 160, and I'm 5'8". So yeah, I mean, I guess because I used to be like 150, 145, and now I'm 160. Arliss, I don't even know if we want to ask for your weight, bro.
Oh, geez, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so like, you know, I'm trying to cut back on like drinking beer mostly because I've noticed in this it's always in the lower stomach. It's always in the lower stomach. You just stand there and you're just like, oh, fucking hate that.
Yep.
And like for me, it's like I was like slim, like fit, wearing fucking medium shirts and shit. But
medium.
You know, like I can barely lift my arms up because it's just so tight.
It's like, oh shit.
Now it's like I'm wearing shirts and there's like that weird little like gap where the muscle is. So it's like for me, knowing how I was, for me that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like obviously now with the men's league coming up, I literally have no choice but to get back into physical shape.
Or else them dudes will done you off.
Not even that. I'm just gonna be gassed.
True. Yeah, of course.
Like I'm gonna be fucking be gassed as fuck.
True.
Yeah.
When's the last time you were in a men's league or sports league?
High school.
Elementary, like before, not even high school. Like
jeez.
As a kid.
Wow.
But like I do play sports like recreation. Like I was playing sports like almost like every day. Like every day for like hours, basketball every day.
When?
From 16 to like 21.
Yeah.
Like every day. Outside.
Remember the soccer when the soccer center was free?
Was bumping. Woo!
When they first opened? Oh god.
Yep.
And that's where like the discipline will come in. Like now I've just bought some containers, gonna start doing some meal prep.
Meal prep, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how to cook, so that's good.
Yeah. The meal prep is essential.
What's wrong with you?
No more of that $1,500 a month.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And literally, it comes from that too, because like I'll eat, and then literally the next day I wake up and I feel like shit. Like I on my body, like I just feel groggy, tired,
lethargic, man.
Yeah,
lazy.
you need to have
like
some dry aged beef.
Like I'm just getting up and I'm like,
did you bring some?
Nah. No.
He's saving it.
He's saving it.
So,
oh yeah. For what? What are you saving it for? What are you saving it for?
For June 18th, steak and blowjob day.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You know that's the day?
June 18th.
That's our Valentine's Day. It's steak and blowjob day.
I didn't know that.
Now you know.
That's one of my friend's birthdays.
That's Selena's birthday.
Huh?
That's Selena's birthday.
It's Lisa's birthday. June 18th.
So definitely steak and blowjobs for you.
No,
then. If it's Lisa's birthday.
No, that's my nigga. You crazy?
Yeah, right.
That's my nigga. Nah.
Okay. Nah.
Nah, brother.
You gotta save face on the air.
Nah, brother.
You gotta say
None of that.
no,
None of that,
brother.
dog. None of that.
Never.
You're so
Never.
stupid. I'm not, no.
Later. I mean, never.
no, I'm not backing down. You know, no.
He's got the Carfax.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you got the Carfax?
shit.
No bueno.
Guys,
No bueno.
that's my nigga. Self-image. All right, let's go.
What about it?
Yours.
Me?
How long did it take you?
To not give a fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
At what age?
It was
What year?
young. It was young. It was when I was really skinny, and everybody used to be like, "Oh, you're so maga, you this," and be like, whatever. Like at least I can slide between
Would that
the
be
couch
body?
and
Would
the
that be body
armchair.
shaming then?
It would have been, but back then nobody
Nobody
was
cared.
pussies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
nobody was
cared.
pussies back then.
Yeah.
I was like, at least I can flit between the couch and the armchair. You know, when people trying to slide in between.
Yeah.
So I just took that and said, like, yeah, I'm skinny, but I could do shit that you guys can't do. You know, I'm not worried about keeping my weight up or down. I'm not worried about any of that. So I'm like, fine. You
What
guys.
age was that?
I was young. That was like elementary school.
Oh, okay, word.
That was young. So that's just the mentality I went about it. I was just like, fuck it. You guys want to call me skinny? I say, yeah, I'm skinny. And if I was fat, I would have been like, yeah, I'm fat. I think, anyways, in theory. Now I'm fat and I'm just like, shit.
And that was for you. Okay, so you just said something though physically, but like mentally though.
Mentally, I don't think I really ever had a problem because I had to put myself, it wasn't about the physicality of it, right? Because no matter what anybody would have said, I think
Yeah.
I would have put myself in the mentality of just acceptance, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I would have tried to do. So I never really struggled with my weight mentally.
Yeah. No, not even just weight, just like your self-image of who you are as a person.
Even that I never give. That was even less of fucks given.
That's why I want to jump back to Clutch about, because you're talking about like the physicality of yourself now. But I'm talking about mentally, because for me, like physically, I never had an issue with like a self-image thing. I've always been lean. I've always had abs. Do you know what I mean? So I was never like, whatever. People make fun of me, but they could never make fun of me about my weight. Or
yeah, but
something
even
like that.
people who are fit still have like what's that disease that people have where they always see themselves ugly or whatever it is.
That's a form of anorexia. That's like
That's a form of a mental disorder.
Anorexia is a disease itself.
No,
right?
I'm not saying you are skinny. I'm saying no matter how good you look, you still see yourself as ugly.
As ugly. Yeah,
like you're never satisfied with it. What is it called? I can't remember the name for it.
I'm not sure.
But people have that where they're just never good enough to themselves.
That's fine, but I'm talking about me. I'm saying like
me,
I know,
I've
but
never had
that before. Yeah,
I'm saying you were saying that you've always been fit, but for some people that you know what I mean.
I got you.
What is it called?
BDD, body dysmorphic disorder.
Yeah, body dysmorphic, body dysmorphia.
It's like you look in the mirror and it's like those warped ones in the circus.
Yeah. That's
like that's how you always see yourself. No matter how like you're saying, no matter how fit or like lean or good you look, you'll always see yourself as black.
That's why a lot of people like I'm guessing like plastic surgery and people who are always doing that kind of stuff, changing all those stuff about them, no matter what. If they were you know those people who look banging before and then they like, no, I want to have a smaller nose, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh no, I want to have these massive lips. You're like, what the hell?
And then it's like, oh
god. But yes, that's not what you were talking about.
No, I know.
But
we could even unpack that more because there's other massive factors. But yeah, that was it. Body
dysmorphic disorder.
BDL? No, BDD.
BBW? BBC?
What? So yeah, but for you, Clutch, mentally, not as you see yourself physically, but you as a person, did you ever struggle with self-image?
I would say yeah.
And
just growing up, like whenever I would go visit like family and stuff, I'm super introvert. Like I don't really fuck with people that much. So whenever I would go to my uncle's house, I'd only go hang with my grandma.
Yeah.
So like my cousins and them made a comment to my parents saying, "Oh, like how come you so like antisocial?" And like to me, it's like you're my family, but yet you're not bringing it up to me. Like, hey, like what's going on? Like why are you like not socializing? You just kind of go to my parents like, "Oh well, this is how we see him. Like what's wrong with him?" Type thing, right? And that's all. I think that is where the problems usually stem, is within like the families, and like some of your family might see you as like a weirdo or like a loner, or a loser, or like he's just weird. Like don't pay attention to him. Like he's the outcast of the family. Type thing,
always misunderstood, man.
It always goes back to that that one saying that uh, uh, blood makes you relatives, but loyalty makes you family. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like they were just there as they're just relatives. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're my cousin, but that don't mean shit. Like I don't mean we got to be homies or whatever. And like I'm not closer to any of my cousins. Like none.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And mind you, maybe there's the age gap or whatever. Like they're a lot older. They're probably like 10 years older than me. But see, that wouldn't even matter because you're like
a lot of my cousins are. Well, I'm like 6 years older than you.
Yeah.
Something like that. A lot of my cousins are older than me. It's like, so the age gap shouldn't matter. That's just like a
personality
some sort
thing,
of
right?
personality thing,
right? So
I always see it's like I always find like it comes down to like people not understanding other people. Like like when you have people who understand you, you're more easily to get along with them.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't take the time to understand somebody or accept that that's just how the person is, that's when you can't connect with those people. A lot of my cousins are like, well, everybody disagrees on stuff. So when me and my cousins, we don't agree on how everybody does, like people look at our relationship, say we do things weird, or people look at things that I look at other people things and say, oh, what they do is weird. But at the end of the day, if you have an understanding of that's just how that person is, and then you accept them as that, then there should be as little friction in a relationship as possible.
Yeah.
Once you get to that point. Because when people start taking things personally, like you said, they're like, why is this guy so antisocial? Why? Instead of just accepting that you're an introvert and then going out and doing stuff that you want to do, introvert things that you want to do, they just take it in a different way and say, forget him, just leave him alone. He's antisocial or he's introverted. Just leave him alone. That's where the personalities don't connect, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I have two homegirls. They're two sisters, and they're very much so introverted. And like they even said, like, yeah, Kev, like we're boring, like we know it. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, no, you're not boring. Like you just like to do different things. Like I'm not gonna call you to go kayaking,
snowboarding,
but. Or I wanted to say something else, but yes, if you like it. Well, listen, when spring comes, I'm going to start talking about kayaking more. So now we'll stick to snowboarding. We know. This nigga is gone. He is dead. A bear ate his black ass. So, but they like to do introvert stuff. They don't like to necessarily go out or whatever, or they like to stay at home and
play board games.
My God, right? So and that's just what it is, right? So they're more quiet, and it's just like that's who they are. So you know what I mean? If they come out, then it's like, oh, okay, like they feel like being extroverts today, or at least because I think there was like a study showing that, not study, but there was somebody talking about how extroverts kind of take from introverts, like energy wise. Like that's just how it goes, because like we're so outward about things, right? We just like we're
they're go-getters, I guess.
Well, not go-getters at all. But in terms of our personality, how we like to interact with so many people, right? So we'll talk to an introvert and maybe get them talking a bit, but we just take their energy because like that's just how we are. And then introverts, they just kind of just give their energy because they don't really want to be there necessarily in the first place.
Nigga, I ain't running around no streets. Take my energy.
Right? So that was one thing that I've heard where it comes to like introverts and extroverts. So then, like if that's just who you are, bro, we just got to deal with it like that. But some people have like their moments, like, I don't think somebody's fully 100% extrovert or introvert. You know what I mean? Like this is like a part 7 of this topic, because we brought this up many, many times where it's like, I know Clutch, yes, is an introvert at times, but a lot of times in our friendship growing up, there's a lot of extrovert moments that we can look at, right?
Of course.
But for you, it could like a switch. It could just turn off quick. Like we're on the bus
real quick.
And like we'll be on the bus going back home, and I'm talking to this nigga and he's just not responding. I'm like, all right, I guess it's going to be a silent bus ride. So, right?
So let me ask you a question. You said something about you were saying that people were saying that you talk white type of thing.
Yes, yeah.
So
that really messed me up, bro.
Did you ever get that?
Oh yeah, literally my one job, I was working dispatcher, and talking to this one driver. I had to go give him a license plate sticker.
Yeah.
So obviously working in the office, you got to talk professional. big heads around, whatever. So I went to go see him, and he goes, "Oh, you're the guy I was talking to on the phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Oh, I thought you sounded like a white guy."
What does a white guy sound like?
So we've made the jokes where it's like,
Yes.
hey, buddy, good morning. How are you, fella?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if you want to be hick, like, what's going on, bro? Like, y'all right now, Sonny, Jim, whatever.
But couldn't a black guy sound like that?
Actually, yes. Listen to T.I.
Yeah.
Niggas doing stand-up now.
Exactly.
Right? So, yeah.
Oh, that was
Okay, yeah. So that really messed me up, bro, because I even had like close friends. Like Mike used to say that shit to me all the time. They used to call me like an Oreo, and I used to think like, man, does it really matter? Like, you know, and even when I made that one song years ago about the real KT, and I'm talking about the white guy and then the black guy and then why does it matter type shit, right? Yeah. So it's like it shouldn't matter. Kanye said in Through the Wire, he said he wasn't talking about coke and birds, was more like spoken word. Simply's really putting it down. Yeah. Right? So he came from an environment where you're supposed to act this way, but he was doing something a little bit different. He had on a backpack and braces and shit, and he was trying to make beats and stuff like that. So I feel like for me, it really did mess me up because it's like
they put you in a box.
They put me in a box. It's like, where am I? Why do I have to act this way?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like now it's come out where it's like, man, we really were ignorant. I was watching, Major Hype was just at the Breakfast Club a while ago because he did a show in New York not too long ago. So he was talking about how like we were so ignorant back in the day where it's like, if you wore an earring on your right ear,
you're gay.
Yeah. What sense did it make?
Doesn't make any sense.
No sense. But it's just, that was just the thing niggas made up. If you wore, but think about it right now, bro. But even trends, if I don't wear the proper version of a Timberland, if I like, what's the specific type?
The Tims?
Yeah. There's like a butter one. There's like one with like
flat.
You
mean the nubuck?
Is that the new ones that they're trying to push?
What are you talking about?
What are the old school ones, the old classic ones that everybody used to wear?
Yes.
What's the style of those?
Those are just the regular Tims, the classic Tims.
But if you didn't wear those, it's like,
you're whack.
That was whack.
Yeah.
But that made no sense. That was just a preference that everybody wore.
No, it's pretty whack. It's pretty whack. It's pretty whack.
No, but I'm saying like, and that's where people like, some people wanted to push the envelope where it's like, I don't want to do the same shit. Prime example, Kanye with Yeezys and Steve Jobs when it came to these niggas changed the game because they didn't want to do the shit the same that everybody wanted to do.
Innovation. And you know, I attribute a lot of the fact that you say they kind of put you in a box, like they put our culture in a box, or every culture has been put in like some sort of a box.
But ours is amplified more because we're the coolest.
For sure.
My perfect prime example.
Your brother. Huh? Is that you're gonna say your brother?
No. I was at my brethren's house yesterday after we went snowboarding, and I had on a yellow crew neck and matching yellow track pants. And he looked at me and he's like, "Man, like if I wore that outside right now, people would look at me like I'm weird."
We're trendsetters.
But I'm like, I'm a nigga. Like I just look
do what
cool.
we want.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what really changed? I know you were saying where we were so ignorant. Major Hype said it. We were so ignorant back in the day. Yeah. That's the difference between the internet phase coming in and pre-internet phase, because the internet showed us that because we got so much more the world became so much smaller and we got access to so much different types of people that we would have never regularly seen. You know what I mean? Like the Lupe fiascos were always out there. They just weren't seen until the internet. The Kanye's,
nigga skateboarding, like,
right?
Yeah.
The Kanyes were out, the Pharrells, you know what I mean?
No, but if you saw a nigga skateboarding, he's whitewashed, right?
Exactly.
There it is, yeah.
But now when the internet shows you that there's so much different type of, a black person can be in any facet. You know what I mean? Yeah. An Asian person can be in any facet. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know China Mac, the rapper China Mac? He used to say, I seen this interview of him, and he's like he's a tall, thick Chinese guy. And people used to say, "You're not Chinese. You're too big to be Chinese." And he's like, what are you talking about? Because you know the stereotypical short, small, and he's just like he said that fucked him up because he was like, well, I mean, I am Chinese. Like he speaks the language. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the internet showed us that there are different types. It's not one type of black person.
Yeah, yep.
It's not one type of white person. It's not one type of Asian person.
Yeah.
Like, look at freaking Jack Harlow.
Hey, that boy is tearing it up right now, bro.
Right?
And he cool.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow is just cool.
In his own way. It's not that he's trying to be black. It's not that he's trying to be anything. He's just being him.
That's
being
probably
him.
his vibe. Like,
Yeah. And that's what makes him a compelling rapper. You know what I mean? Like, he's not trying to do anything. That's why Eminem was so big, because he wasn't trying to do, he was just being him.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
So our world is smaller.
Definitely smaller,
And
yeah.
That's one of the benefits that the internet
Well,
gives us.
exactly. That's what I was going to say, where all the negatives that the internet has, there's always a silver lining. There's always
sure.
something to where we can look to and be like, yo, this is kind of positive. Because when I started to, even looking at certain different cultures, like if I were to play right now, Hall & Oates, which is the two white guys. You're out of touch. Oh, no. There's one song by, I can't remember the name.
Ed Sheeran?
No. Nigga, not right. Don't start.
No.
Don't start
Don't
today.
start? Okay.
Side topic. Has nothing to do with nothing. Don't listen to this nigga. There's these guys I sing. And if you played this in your trunk in 2008, niggas will look at you wild. In a New York minute. Ooh, everything can change in a New York minute.
And then?
Bro. And then that Harry, what was his nigga's name?
Harry Fraud.
Harry Fraud. Touch it up.
Ha.
Yeah.
Boom. Like, is it because, you know what I mean? And that's why, listen.
Is it because it got some seasoning on it?
Well, yeah, I got a little seasoning on it, but it's like, who cares? Salt Bae? A little bit of Salt Bae on a little bit of Salt Bae on your dry aged beef. But let's get back to it. But now, if we're gonna talk about it and we're talking about culture, right? We should be able to, without judgment, I should be able to go and look wherever I want to go look.
Yeah.
Whether it comes to music,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to relationships.
Snowboarding. Oh, yeah.
Especially when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And not looking for gifts, donations. Right? Whether with a snow bunny or a ching chong chang.
It shouldn't matter.
Right? It shouldn't matter. And that's why, this world is a lot smaller now, because now it's given us the lens to be like, oh shit, yo, there's a lot of interracial babies out here.
Wait, I think about it. You think in today's age, back then, all these white women could be dating black people? Back when we were younger?
No.
Hell no.
No, it was less common, right?
Their parents would whoop their ass if they found they're dating a black guy.
When?
Like when we were, like, the stuff that, like, all the
When we were growing up?
Yes.
No,
it was
bro,
a lot. It was hella secret.
What are you talking about? No, man, I never went through that shit. I only dated white girls, man, for the longest while.
When I was dating this Portuguese girl, her parents couldn't know she was dating a black guy.
Word.
Honestly, because that's how they were raised.
Yeah, that's how their parents.
I know. There's a lot of.
So
Well, even a lot of Asians. Asians is bad, and Indians was real bad, bro.
Yeah.
And now
Indians, you could never date an Indian chick, bro, unless you know what I mean. You're gonna follow the religion and convert full. No, bro. No.
Well, I remember the first girl I ever went on a date with in elementary school was a black girl. And I remember thinking...
Didn't you ever just want to be a kid? All these experiences in high school, what's wrong with you?
Elementary, not high school.
Oh, God. Bro, do you remember swinging on a swing?
What's a swing? I
Swing
mean,
for the-
a swing in the basement. There was a swing. There was a swing in the basement. No.
BDSM.
But like it was like a simple day. I think it was like grade 7 or something. And I remember thinking that I have to date a black girl. I remember thinking that I have to date a black girl because I'm black.
Yeah.
So I have no choice.
Yeah.
So I dated it was like the one and only black girl. Well, she wasn't the only black girl in my school, but there wasn't that many. She was the one and black girl who wasn't doing anything at the time. So I was like, hey, you want to go on a date? She was like, okay. And I was just like, oh, we just went to the food court and we just chilled and ate. And it was like, whatever. And I just remember thinking, yeah, I did it. But then after, I'm like, wait a minute, why does it matter Why do I have to date anybody?
Yeah.
Why can't I just open a pack of Skittles and eat it all? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do I only have to eat the red ones?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be put in a box or limited. You know what I mean? I wanted to do whatever I want.
You already know the beef I had with some black ladies.
Oh yeah.
Right? In college, this girl hated me. Used to complain to Arliss all the time. Even in high school, I remember this one black girl came up to me. I always talk about it. She's like, yo, why don't you date black girls? I'm like, I don't know. I like white girls. And, why don't you should date black girls? All right, you want to date? No. So, fuck off. Leave me alone.
Fuck off.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You know what I mean? So, yeah. No, and see that, that's even a good segue because I always bring up Kanye because I always still got love for him forever and ever. Just like what Offset said in Clout featuring Cardi B, he said, we love Kanye, but he tripping.
Yeah.
Right?
Is he?
At times he tripping. Listen, we know he's doing certain things because he's a great salesman. So he knows if he does certain antics, then
Absolutely.
he did the antics and then the documentary just came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
like
his
that's
album's
number one.
about to
Did
drop.
y'all see the documentary?
No,
Go see it.
Yet.
I've watched about half of it, and it's really great to see how involved his mom was in his life. Like she knew like old lyrics, and she was like start rapping it with him and shit like that. And she really believed in her son. Really, really, really believed in her son.
That's why she gets 2 albums named after
yeah,
her.
bro. Like that's why it hurt him so much. Like she really, really like told him like, yeah, it's okay to be this cocky because you know what I mean. You're that good, kind of thing. So yeah, she was really good for him. Really good. And you see a lot of different perspectives of you know, his upbringing and shit like that in the music world. I mean,
Yeah.
but well, obviously, you know, everybody's talking about this whole Kim, Pete Davidson,
Pete Davidson.
Peter Davidson, Peter, Patrick.
Peter Parker.
But I'm at the point where I really, really don't care, and I'm telling, you know, my Google briefing, show me less stories. So from where we're at right now, there's one meme that one of my brethren showed me, and I was like, yo, don't send me this shit. And I think we're at a point now where it's like, we shouldn't care and give them the attention because one could be a big conspiracy theory for the newest season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Right? So they can have more drama.
Of
and
course.
two, bruh, like, yo, when these kids start to really realize what's
Keeping Up
going
with
on.
Kardashians is dead.
What are you talking about?
That show's canceled.
Who told you that?
Yeah, it's been canceled for a few years.
Bruh. Not so.
Yeah.
Not so. Can you check that?
What was the last season that came out?
I think it was either last year was the last season.
Nah, Negro.
Yeah, bro.
It's not canceled, G.
Yeah.
It's not
100%.
over.
It's
not
over.
over.
I think they might be doing something else on the streaming thing, but they canceled that show.
Nah, that show's not kaputs.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. Either way, they love drama, and when the kids start to
Absolutely.
really realize what the hell is going on, and all these people are talking about them, like, would you give your daughter TikTok? She got it.
She has TikTok.
Hold on. How old? At 8 years old? 10 years old?
20 seasons. Stopped. 2021, June.
Blood, fire.
Yeah.
So last year.
It done.
Yeah. But Kanye has an album.
They caught up.
Kanye has a documentary. But yeah, so
actually he was the first Kardashian.
right? But
Yeah. This nigga was the first Kardashian because the man was following him every day.
oh yeah.
Cootie. Oh yeah, like he was following him every day, G.
Yeah. So yeah, TikTok.
Yeah. I wouldn't give my daughter TikTok at that young age. They going through this divorce and whatever. Everybody goes through divorce, like whatever. Well, a lot of parents
It's a public divorce though.
Very much so public.
Yeah.
And when these kids start to really realize, like, I feel like it could be real dangerous, bro. And it could really mess them up, dog. Because that like bullying. First off, I believe in bullying. I think there should be little levels of bullying, and there's different levels to everything.
We need more bullies in the world, bro.
We need more bullies where it's like, yo, if you're doing something stupid, I should be able to like tease you, bro. There's a difference between like teasing before it gets to bullying. Like there's a big line between there. Not even a thin line, like a big line. There's a whole gray area of teasing where it's like, I'm trying to do this so that you can be better.
It's like joking, and then bullying is like you're trying to hurt. Like you're
I'm really trying to hurt you. Like, yo, like nobody likes you. Like you're disgusting. You know what I mean? Or more, it's like, yo, man, you got a big belly, bro. You gotta work out, my nigga. Like, come on, we gotta go to the gym, G.
And then they say, like, "Oh, look at his belly." You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then they start
yeah,
touching
yeah.
it,
You know what I
and
mean?
then you're like, so you feel away,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, come on, like, it's not
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, this nigga trying to get thin now. He's trying to get thin. Then secretly it's like, oh shit, they notice I'm trying to get thinner. Hold on now. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And then it's like, yo, this nigga big now.
Yeah,
This nigga big.
look at this guy.
Yeah, he jacked now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it's like ultra bullying, bro, the entire world is looking at you. And when they start to really get on and be able to read all these comments and then comprehend, I think it's a very dangerous slope, G. And I think we all just need to leave them alone and not care. And I know everybody cares about celebrities and whatever, but man, when you see all these kids, it's just, maybe I'm more sensitive because I appreciate what Kanye did for me music wise as a kid.
Yeah.
So then I always have that kind of love for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of what his music stood for. His music stood for like something that was different and something that a lot of people who didn't come from that lifestyle could talk about. He talked about in his documentary. He's like how niggas was mad at me, and they vexed because I'm talking about this and that in my songs. I'm not a gangbanger. I grew up in Chicago, but I chose not to. What, you're mad at me because I'm not talking about killing niggas?
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna be mad at me for that?
That actually brings it up. I've never heard Kanye talk about
Ever.
toting guns.
Never.
Or like anything.
Bruh,
Anything like that.
He was like, niggas won't be mad at me and nobody wants to take me serious because I ain't talking about what they talking about. He's like, I don't want to talk about that.
It's like Lupe. Lupe wasn't really with the gun talk.
He wasn't talking about that, bro.
And all that street shit. He just
Except for in this latest song, Kanye's like, he's like,
I was about to bring that up.
He's like this afternoon, me and 100 goons pulling up to SNL.
Kanye, relax.
Yeah, like relax,
Relax,
yeah.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking like first 3 best albums of hip hop history. That's what I'm talking about. Why are you looking at me like you don't agree?
I never said I don't
College
agree.
dropout,
Fire.
late registration,
Fire.
graduation,
Fire.
and then we can stop respectfully.
Exactly. That's it. That is it.
We can stop. Bro,
is it.
I don't know why people are like, My Dark Twisted was the greatest album. I'm like,
Absolutely not.
When I hear that, I'm like, where?
no.
I'm like,
absolutely
where?
not.
What
the fuck was that? I told you for the kids.
But people are like, oh, it's the greatest production. I'm like, did you not hear Graduation?
Did you not?
Bro, like how it just everything aligned. The skits in late registration. Man, come on, man. Don't.
Kanye had too many hits.
Dude.
But he's
Yes.
fucking up right now.
Yeah,
Him
he
doing
tripping.
this, making this divorce even more public on his own social media
Yeah.
is something that he should not be doing.
Yeah.
And you know what sucks about this? With like you were talking about with the kids, it's not even so much now. Watch when they get older and they
well, that's
look
what I'm talking
back.
about. When they
look back and they be like, they get news articles of their parents divorced because that's their dad. Their mom is Kim. Their dad is Kanye.
Yeah.
They're gonna see all these things, this public divorce and Uncle Pete,
Uncle Pete with MGK. When
Right?
these guys were like, they were like
Tidy whitey.
and
right?
popcorn. I'm like, what's wrong with these niggas?
So it's gonna really probably mess them up.
That's where bullying's okay. Somebody needs to bully them.
What man to do with some gay shit? No,
It's not even gay shit, but it's like, yo,
Because
I don't know,
think
man.
about it from a parent's perspective. Do you really want someone like that around your kids that doing suspect things with grown men?
No, but like it's
No,
not,
that's
bro.
suspect.
No, my thing is more. It's like I don't know where the comedy is in that, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly a suspect.
It's just not your type of comedy, yo.
I mean, I guess like, I guess a lot of people found that shit funny. I guess, right?
I don't know
Bear
anybody
people must
who
have found
did.
it.
I think so. In theory.
Bear people must have did. I don't know, bro. It's not even about.
In theory.
No, but I'm not even thinking about like from a gay perspective or whatever. Like it just.
It's not like gay, but like it just.
I don't know, man.
There's no need for that.
I don't know, man.
Like,
Yeah,
with the mouth open, no.
yeah, and then I'm gonna bring you around my kids. Like I don't know, G.
Look, I saw Uncle Pete on the internet. Right? And
Or like,
shit.
I'm Uncle Pete. Like, because
I mean, I know, no, okay, but you know what? Okay, so then. Yeah, I gotta play
Uncle
the-
Pete go
I-
skeet skeet.
Here we go. I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate.
Oh God.
When Dave Chappelle's kids grow up and they see Tyrone Biggums, crack addict, y'all got crack. I heard y'all got this is the crack. This is the was it the crack sale?
Yeah.
When he ran in, it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
intervention for him.
But that's like a skit.
But that's a skit,
and
yeah,
That
yeah.
was Dave Chappelle's. That
But I
was
think
his job.
actually no, I won't let up because
Yes,
Dave
let
Chappelle
up.
was
That
still,
was his job.
I won't let up because Dave Chappelle's was still tasteful to me. It's tasteful comedy, bro. That James Brown was still tasteful gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like, yeah, but you know, I'd be cheesed. I'd be cheesed.
Would you?
If my baby moms was dealing with him, I mean, kind of vexed. but see, it doesn't make it any better because then he's with the Julia Fox. Then it's like, hey, now you know it's this whole celebrity bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like, man,
Yep.
let's get off of this stuff, boy.
Yeah, I think they need to think about the kids.
And
Just
to
like-
be an elite parent because they're the elites, right?
Yeah, Kim K has a point. Stop making this shit public. This is
Do it like adults. Just
Yeah.
cause like realistically, there's no need to
So and
tabloids,
people always
cameras, and shit. Like why
fuck
do
all
you
that.
like Katie was saying, like you don't need the world to kind of be knowing, like you're like there's levels. There's your image that the world sees that you have to hold up, and then there's you as a person, the parent. The world doesn't need to see that stuff behind closed doors.
And the
That's,
kid- and
like,
the-
that's
and-
personal shit.
And the kids, your daughter's always watching, bro.
Of
You know
course.
she's absorbing it, whether you think it or not.
yeah.
Of course, that's
She's
why
seeing
I
what
try to like.
But now it's amplified because she's older and she got social media, so she could see all this shit.
Yep.
There's no way they're blocked, like unless they have like a crazy parental block with keywords Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, and,
And it filters
internet
it.
blocks like filters all that shit. It's like these two umbrellas.
What's
you know
stopping
what I
them
mean?
from buying another phone? They're rich.
What's stopping them from going to school
Well,
and
if you
having
know,
their
but if
friends
you're that
talk
control-
about it?
Well, what if they're in private school?
Even private
No,
school.
sorry. When I say private school, homeschool,
Homeschool?
by a private teacher,
Maybe, yeah.
right?
But Kanye
Hey,
says
maybe
he
the-
drops
maybe
his
the-
kids to
the
school.
teachers
No, but
on
he
the phone.
has
he
the
said
schools,
he drops
right?
his kids to school, so they go to school.
Yeah, they go to school. I think it's his school that he created. No,
No.
it's not.
Who do you think this is? You think it's gifts? You think it was gifts and donations?
Kanye can definitely fund his own school in a day.
Absolutely.
In a day.
In a day. While Dr. Umar.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
I'm done with the whole Kanye thing, man.
Me too.
Everybody is.
Me too. I'm so
Let's just learn how to be a good parent. These are great tips for me.
Mm-hmm.
Great tips for me on who not to marry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, listen, everybody's getting mad at Kanye. Let's not forget how many marriages my
Sex
girl's
tapes.
been in.
The
Yeah, we could-
Kardashian
but you know what, but yeah.
curse, bro. The Kardashian curse.
Well, but I still gotta show love to Kim always because of what she did when Trump was in office. How many niggas she got out the
she
bin?
got out a lot of people.
Bare niggas
And
out
she's
the bin,
still
bro.
doing it.
Is she still doing it?
Yeah.
With Biden?
No, she's doing it on
By
her
herself.
own thing. Yeah.
Hey, you guys, I'll gotta give her
Absolutely.
love for that.
Big props.
But stop with all this. Maybe they want to get a reboot.
Maybe.
Could
Right?
be.
If this show comes back and they have all this footage,
Then we know.
But you know what? The thing is, it seems like more of a Kanye thing because Kim is really trying to be quiet and Kanye's keep putting the pressure on posts on his
Yeah,
Instagram
well,
and
and-
everything.
and
He's like,
Donda's coming out.
Donda too.
Yeah.
Buy my thing. Buy my thing.
STEM player.
Yo, let me see my kids. Pusha T's album is about to drop.
It's- you know what?
Pusha T.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's
yeah,
on
yeah,
good
true,
music,
true.
right?
And
Oh,
that-
my documentary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you know that it's a ploy. Now, the STEM player, just real quick before we get up out of here,
Yeah.
I think is dope technology.
Okay. You buying one?
Absolutely not.
What?
I think
What?
I think it's dope technology for what it is right now. Eventually, where I could see it going is everybody, whenever you upload your music, you have to upload the stems because that's just going to be a thing. I think is what it's going to get to. Because have you seen how the STEM player works?
Yeah. It plays stems when you push the
You
thing.
can hit stems. If
Yeah.
people who don't know what stems are just the layers of each track, right? So if it's a Kanye West song, it'll just be the drums you can separate, or just the lyrics, or just the bells, or whatever, right? That. So in the STEM player, you can control the intensity of that stem, of the bells, or
Yeah.
just the voice and things like that, and you can separate it. Cool tech. So eventually, I think we're gonna get to a point where we can like. When you upload music, you have to upload all the stems so that it's available for these types of players. Because right now it's like a muffled type of sound, but it's
Yeah.
sick, dude. It's
Yeah.
sick. So Kanye is a genius on that front. His new shoes look like slavery shoes, so I don't even know.
Waiting in the water aids.
And that is it for the Serious Business
Yep.
podcast, bro. We appreciate everybody for listening. Make sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Our Twitter, which is at SeriousBiz_pod. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram. Reels are coming. Serious Business Podcast. Make sure that you spell business, BIZNESS. Our YouTube, Serious Biz.
Yep.
Everything that we talked about,
What?
snowboarding,
Snowboarding.
the horrible dunk contest,
Oh gosh.
free at last.
Free at last.
Wade in the water aids.
Being able to see yourself seriously and not take the bullshit that people want to throw on to you when it comes to
Fuck the bullshit.
your self-image. And of course, snowboarding. Take
Again.
it seriously.
Wait, what?
Take us seriously on that end. And we out.
Like 3 strikes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Serious.